Let me switch, if I may, to some student questions, which will be completely in a different direction. First one comes from Nick Zhu in an architectural design co-term, so this will be switching more to the other side of our brain for a moment. What do you look for in design, and related, if you'd like, what do you look for in art? Design might be more immediately relevant, but that's where he's coming from.
Sure. I mean, I think there's, I mean, you want to make something beautiful. I mean, you want to trigger whatever fundamental aesthetic algorithms are like in your brain. You have, I think, some intrinsic elements that represent beauty, and that trigger the emotion of appreciation of beauty in your mind. And I think that these are actually relatively consistent among people. I mean, not completely. Some people not everyone likes the same thing, but there's a lot of commonality, but I think it is important to combine aesthetic design with functionality. Like the thing that's, like if you say, like, what was really hard about, say, the Model S or the Model X, was to combine aesthetics and utility. So to balance the two. You can make a car look very good by giving it sort of certain proportions, like making it sort of low and slim, but if you do that, the utility is significantly affected. So the big challenge with the Model S was trying to figure out how do we get 5 adults plus 2 kids, because we want to have sort of 7-seater.
It seems like the Dragon and every Tesla has room for 7.
7.
5 children, I can see.
Yeah.
That might be an important design parameter.
I definitely don't think we should take the whole family on the spacecraft. But that, like, the big challenge with the S was having a car that had a high utility and looked good, and the same with the X. So to make a sports car look good is relatively easy, but to make a sedan look good or an SUV look good is quite difficult. And I think another principle is you want to have it feel bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside. And that's also a really hard thing to do. And then really pay attention to the little details, the nuances of design and shape and form and function, and just the way it looks in different lights. And
when something's off, the little thing, how do you experience that?
It drives me bananas. Yeah. I mean, the problem is, like, if you can train yourself to pay attention to the tiny details. I think almost anyone can. Although this is a very much double-edged sword, because then you see all the little details, and then little things drive you crazy. But like most people they don't consciously see the small details, but they do subconsciously see them. Like you sort of, your mind takes in a gestalt of the overall, an overall impression, and you know if something is appealing or not, even though you may not be able to point out exactly why. And it's a summation of these many small details.
So most of us experience it as oh, I think that's ugly, or I think that's beautiful, or like, wow, that's elegant, but you can't break it down. You mentioned something in passing, like you can train yourself in this, though?
Yeah, you can train yourself, I think. You can make yourself pay attention to why. You essentially bring the subconscious awareness into conscious awareness.
God, I wish I could do that. How do you do that?
just pay really close attention.
Almost like a meditation on the object, and trying to find the details. Like, why do I not like this? Is that what?
Yeah, just look closely and carefully. And for any given object, it's geometry. It's.
I heard someone whisper Steve Jobs, and that thought occurred to me as well. I worked briefly with him, and I could only experience it as a visceral agitation with imperfection, and like, that's just wrong. Like, that has to be fixed.
I have to turn it off, otherwise I can't go through life. It just, yeah, it's, yeah. It's,
The world around you, or even in
yeah,
product design?
yeah. If you, because there's always something wrong somewhere all the time, and so you really have to turn it off. Otherwise, you know, you just get the mental list of things that are wrong. Just drives you crazy.
I just wish there's a way you could just like record it for everyone else to go fix. It's like this running tally, right? Oh my God.